So starting this build, I have 64 points into stamina and I'm running the Thief Mundus. For majority of content, Thief is going to be the best Mundus. Moving on to consumables, I'm running the RTM Takeaway Broth for most content. A cheaper alternative is Command the Dubious Cameron Throne. This is very similar to the RTM Takeaway Broth, so it will make a good alternative. And lastly, for any content that you need more sustain, or if you're parsing, then Lava Foot Soup and Salt Rice is always the go-to. For the race, I am a Dark Elf. I believe Dark Elves have the best passives when it comes to stamina DPS. There are good alternatives such as Orc, Khajiit, and even something like Red Guard would also be viable. And don't forget Wood Elf. But honestly, it doesn't really matter, especially in this stage of the game. So just pick whatever you like. And lastly, for potions, for the majority of easy content, you'll be fine with using regular Essence of Stamina potions that you just get from doing content in the game. The better alternative would be Essence of Weapon Power. This gives you access to some of the best buffs for stamina DPS and is highly recommended for any situation where you would like to be doing more damage. Also, when you're running Essence of Weapon Power or even regular Essence of Stamina potions for that matter, you want to make sure that you have 3 points in a medicinal passive, which will allow your potion effects to last longer. So as I stated earlier, for this particular build, I chose only crafted sets because they are the most accessible for anybody in the game. So for this current build, I'm running New Moon Acolyte Daggers. One's going to be Nirnhoned, one's going to be charged. The Nirnhoned one has to be in your main hand, otherwise you don't benefit from it. And on that one, you're going to get a flame damage enchant. And on the charged one, you're going to put a poison damage enchant. On the back bar, we have a infused New Moon Acolyte Greatsword with a increased weapon and spell damage enchant. For the head and shoulders, I'm running 2 pieces of Night Mother in light. For the body, I'm running 5 pieces of Hunning's Rage. I'd also like to add that every single trait on the armor is Divines and with max stam enchants. And for the jewelry, I'm running 3 pieces of New Moon Acolyte, all with weapon damage and Bloodthirsty. So for the CP, for the blue tree, I have Backstabber, Thaumaturge, Deadly Aim, and Master at Arms. For the red tree, I have Bloody Renewal, Sustained by Suffering, Rejuvenation, and Boundless Vitality. So for the skills, I'm running Blade Cloak, Molten Whip, Rending Slashes, Barbed Trap, Flames of Oblivion, Flawless Dawnbreaker is the ultimate. On the back bar, I'm running Stampede, Carve, Venomous Claw, Noxious Breath, Molten Whip, and Standard of Might. So for this rotation, I'm running something kind of different. I tried to line up the skills as best as I could, and this is what I came up with. So you want to start off with Stampede, Carve, Deadly Cloak, Rending Slashes, and then this is where you alternate between Barbed Trap and Flames of Oblivion, or Venomous Claw and Noxious Breath. And then you follow that up with 4 whips. If you cannot do 4 whips before your Carve runs out, I definitely recommend 3. So that's why on the rotation I showcase 3, but you can squeeze in 4. In other words, so the rotation would be like Stampede, Carve, Deadly Cloak, Rending Slashes, Barbed Trap, Flames of Oblivion, followed by 3 whips. And then the next part of the rotation would be Stampede, Carve, Deadly Cloak, Rending Slashes, Venomous Claw, Noxious Breath, and then 3 whips. So as a pre-buff or before you begin any rotation, you want to pre-cast Flames of Oblivion, drop Barbed Trap, bar swap, and then start from the same rotation, but with the first line being the Venomous Claw and the Noxious Breath, because before you engaged, you already casted your Flames of Oblivion and Barbed Trap, and then just drop your ultimate. So as per usual, closing thoughts, there's a lot better sets you can do than just run 3 crafted sets or 2 crafted full sets plus 2 pieces. Alternatives include sets such as Briarheart, and then from there you'd want to work on either getting your Reliquin, Pillar of Nirn, Kinra, Zogvin. It really depends on what you want to build to. If I was going to give a recommendation, one of the first things you should definitely farm for is Reliquin and Kinra, because you cannot go bad with either of those. Another thing I did was I had a bad habit of casting Cleave first instead of Stampede. It doesn't really make a difference, but bar swapping off of Stampede can sometimes be annoying. That wraps up the build explanation of this portion. Thank you for watching my video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer them in a timely fashion. As a reminder, if this video helped in any way, please help the channel grow by subscribing and liking the video. Feel free to stick around for an attached parse at the end. If not, have a great day and thank you again.